Hello, man of word, we truly appreciate that you joined us. We are glad that we can support you in your further development. Today's topic is about 6 lessons that everyone should learn from Oprah Winfrey. So, let's begin. Welcome to amanofword.com, the most refreshing network in the business world. Why should you pay close attention to this? 1. You will understand why it's important to find the good in the bad. 2. You will learn to follow your gut. And 3. You will understand that you need to choose your friends wisely. Oprah Winfrey has achieved enormous success as a communicator and is considered by many to be the most influential woman in the world. Born into poverty, Oprah overcame many hardships, including teen pregnancy and childhood molestation, to become a world-beating media mogul and the richest African-American woman in history. We've selected 5 Oprah Winfrey lessons that are relevant and helpful, so let's dive in. Lesson 1: Respond to prejudice with excellence. In the early 1970s, Oprah landed a job as the first black female news anchor at Nashville's Black TV. In 1976, Winfrey got an offer to anchor the 6 o'clock news in Baltimore. 10 years later, she was the host of The Oprah Winfrey Show, the #1 daytime talk show in America. Oprah knew all along that she wasn't what TV producers wanted in front of the camera. As Time magazine wrote, in a field dominated by white males, she is a black female of ample bulk. Knowing this, she could have given up. But Winfrey believed that she could overcome prejudice in her industry by being the best in her industry. Excellence is the best deterrent to racism or sexism. Lesson 2: If you haven't fallen, you haven't walked. Go ahead. Fall. The world looks different from the ground. Oprah, like mostly insanely successful people, doesn't believe in failure. What most people think of as a failure, Winfrey considers being a new perspective, a new lesson, another stepping stone to her destination. This is the advice she has for those afraid to fail. Do the one thing you think you cannot do. Fail at it. Try again. Do better. Lesson 3: Find the good in the bad. When Winfrey was co-anchoring the evening news in Baltimore, a botched hair treatment destroyed her hair and left her bald. Winfrey was devastated, knowing how important a good head of hair is for a news anchor. But she was also able to look on the bright side. Years later, Oprah told Ms. Magazine, "You learn a lot about yourself when you're bald. Turn your wounds into wisdom." Oprah Winfrey. Winfrey's past is full of struggle. She grew up poor, was sexually abused as a child, and had a son at the age of 14 who died in infancy, but she credits these events for giving her more capacity to relate to the pain of others. I'm not going to tell you that everything happens for a reason, but I can promise you that there are 2 sides to every coin. As Winfrey puts it, every single event in life happens in an opportunity to choose love over fear. Lesson 4: Challenge the status quo. School teaches kids that success is achieved by following instructions and by doing things the way they're supposed to be done. But life and business teach a different lesson. When Winfrey got her first job as a news anchor, she didn't read the news in a dry, objective tone as it was supposed to be read. She spoke with emotion and empathy as if she was experiencing what she was reporting. It was different, but audiences liked it, and so TV producers did too. After a few years of hosting the Oprah Winfrey Show, she again wanted to challenge the norm. Winfrey explains, "I'm sick of people sitting in chairs stating their problems. Then we roll the videotape. Then we have our experts on the topic. I'm in the what's next phase of my career." What was next for Winfrey was a different kind of talk show, one that focused less on tabloid stories and more on broad issues like health, politics, and spirituality. Again, Winfrey's willingness to forge her path paid off. Oprah ruled the daytime TV ratings until it went off the air in 2011. Lesson 5: Follow your gut. Your gut is your inner compass. Whenever you have to consult with other people for an answer, you're headed in the wrong direction. A few years ago, I was faced with a big life crossroads. I wanted to choose my path in the most rational way possible, so I made a weighted chart with all of the positives and negatives, analyzed the data, and determined the right choice. But something didn't feel right. Oprah would have told me to go with my gut. She's a strong believer in her instincts, saying they're where true wisdom manifests itself. She's made her big decisions, like deciding to retire from the Oprah Winfrey Show, just based on a gut feeling. Instinct-based decision-making is faster, less stressful, and more holistic. So if you've been making all of your decisions based on rational analysis but you're not 100% happy with the results, try going with your gut for a change. Lesson 6: Choose your friends wisely. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. Peer pressure is a powerful thing. We take on the habits, attitudes, and tastes of the people we spend our time with. I've read several places that your income will be the average of your 5 closest friends. But the more rich and successful you are, the more important it is for you to have true friends. Oprah knows this well. Lots of people want to ride with you in the limo, but what you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down. As a bonus for you, we've selected 13 things that you didn't know about Oprah Winfrey and will help you further to get a little more motivation. 1. Oprah Winfrey's family was so poor growing up that, as a child, Winfrey was teased at school for wearing dresses made of potato sacks. 2. Oprah Winfrey is at least 8% Native American, something she discovered when undergoing a DNA test for the PBS show African American Lives. 3. Winfrey had a son when she was 14 years old who died as an infant. 4. Oprah Winfrey openly discussed her childhood sexual abuse suffered at the hands of male relatives and her mother's friends on a special episode of her show focusing on sexual abuse in 1986. 5. Oprah was anchoring the news at Nashville's WTVF-TV when she was just 19, making her the youngest person and the first African American woman to hold the position. 6. Winfrey has donated her voice for array cartoon characters, voicing Gussie the Goose for Charlotte's Web, and Eudora, the mother of Princess Tiana in Disney's The Princess and the Frog, among others. 7. Oprah Winfrey has interviewed countless celebrities, including Michael Jackson, whose interview became the 4th most watched event in American television history, as well as the most watched interview of all time, with 36 million viewers. 8. Winfrey credits her grandmother for guiding her towards success, saying that it was Hattie Mae who encouraged her to speak up in public, giving Winfrey confidence at an early age and a positive sense of self. 9. Winfrey was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Steven Spielberg's The Color Purple. 10. Winfrey is credited for popularizing the intimate, confessional form of talk show, which has since become common across cable networks. 11. She was instrumental in launching Oxygen Media, dedicated to producing cable programming specifically for women. 12. Oprah Winfrey is the first black woman billionaire and the richest African American woman. 13. She is also referred to by many as the most influential woman in the world. What are the best things to remember from this article? 1. Follow your gut. 2. Choose your friends wisely. And 3. Find the good in the bad. Because we get to the end of this, we want to know. What is your favorite fact about Oprah Winfrey? And what is the most valuable lesson that you learned today? Until next time, thank you for watching until the end. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell button to be notified for every new learning opportunity. And always remember, man of word, be aware of the person that you can become.